Yo, what is happening, y'all? It is Comic84 coming at you with a contest entry video. This one is for my man Nighttiger. And dude, I gotta say, lately there have been just some super creative, fun contests going on out there. Bear Islands comes to mind, and this one definitely comes to mind. If you guys are not up to speed on Nighttiger's contest or Nighttiger's channel, you really need to get up to speed. Check out his channel for sure for great content. Cool dude. And his contest is a really good time. It's very interesting, definitely interesting submission videos to watch. He wants you to create your own comic character and do a little drawing of it, and you know, come up with like a background story and the whole gimmick, right? And the prize is nuts. He's giving away like 50 comics, a box of 50 comics, and quality, awesome comics. It's crazy. So super generous prize, and a really cool contest concept. So here we go. I drew up some stuff and I gave it some thought, and here's what I got. So I actually created a villain, right? And before I show you the villain himself, I need to show you the crew, you know, his crew. Every good villain needs, like, you know, a squad, you know, an army of bad guys that you got to get through. So introducing to you the Nighttigers, okay? So we got the Nighttigers, and setting is like 2025, like just a few years into the future, 2025 Japan, right? And the Nighttigers are a gang, and these dudes, they're hardcore. They basically terrorize the city. It's you know, they're controlling the city almost like old mafia style or Yakuza style. They got a stronghold on all the local businesses, extortion. There's some, you know, they're dudes that you don't want to tango with. And the Nighttigers all wear this tiger mask. So it's like a whole crew of them with these tiger masks. And the way they get around usually is on motorcycle. And I just love the cool imagery of nighttime Japan city and seeing these dudes with these badass tiger masks in a, you know, riding these motorcycles down, those like Japanese street bike style motorcycles. Just picture a whole squad of them coming down the street, all with swords. So they're like, they don't really use guns as much. They're just super efficient with the sword. So yeah, you can picture a crew of the infamous Nighttigers, you know, coming down the city street, you know, 25 deep on motorcycles, all of them brandishing a samurai sword. Now, these guys, they have almost like a fanatic devotion to their boss, to their leader. And let me show you what he looks like. So their boss, who runs the whole operation, is this guy. And that is Mr. What is his name? His name is Mr. Takayama. Mr. Takayama is the boss of the Nighttigers, and these guys are super devoted to Mr. Takayama. He's pretty quiet. No one really knows how old he is. You know, people just know he's been around for a long ass time, so they're not sure of his age. And these guys just revere this dude, and they almost treat him like he's a god, right? He totally controls the city. He's quite a foe, you know. He almost picture like a kingpin, but there's a rumored like supernatural aspect around him, because the way the guys fear him, and he has like almost like urban folklore stories about him circulating through the streets of Japan and really around the world. But there's some kind of mysticism around this guy, but not much firsthand has been seen. But it seems like enough has been seen that these Nighttiger dudes will ride with this dude till the end, right? So what we find out is Mr. Can I blow his name? Mr. Takayama has access to this ancient scroll, right? This super ancient scroll. And when he gets his hands on this, and it's in his possession, and when he wants to use it, he can summon a powerful ancient spell, right? And when he utilizes that spell, he transforms, y'all. Mr. Takayama transforms into Tora no Kami, this ill tiger god, beast mode dude, right? Tora no Kami loosely translates to tiger god, right? And that's kind of the original, the old school folklore and stories that gave birth to the whole Nighttiger gang to begin with. Tora no Kami. And when he takes this form, oh damn, he is a force to be reckoned with. He doesn't do it very often, and like I said, him taking this form is largely rumored and whispered that it's a thing, but it's indeed true, you know. And I have a whole hero scenario in mind of who would be fighting these guys and the whole bit, but I'm just gonna keep it on this guy, the villains, the Nighttigers, and Tora no Kami, and that whole thing. So yeah, man, that's what I came up with. It's tiger inspired. This was actually, and this was a drawing that I did a while back, this tiger god, and it just it spurred me into a whole rabbit hole of like a backstory with these dudes, with the gang that surrounds them, and this boss guy. I drew that yesterday. It was fun. So as I was brainstorming this, I was just going through old doodle pads and stuff, and that little tiger doodle kind of spurred a whole rabbit hole. So I put it together and I submitted to you, Mr. Nighttiger, and anyone else who's watching this. So, bam! I suggest that. I've seen some shout out to. I've seen a couple so far. I've seen Metarog's awesome creation. He can control gravity and pressure and opposing forces, and damn, it was a well thought out hero. And Lady Fantastic, shout out to her. She had a hero that could control carbon. Both super interesting, fun videos to watch. So I wanted to try and at least stay up to par with the submissions that have been coming in. So there you have it. I hope you enjoy this, Mr. Nighttiger. I'll leave you on that last image of Tora no Kami, the tiger god. Rah!